Stop resetting your AI's memory. There are three crucial types it is missing. You have built a smart agent, but each new chat feels like the first. It is frustrating for your users. They keep repeating themselves because your bot has no recall. This digital amnesia kills trust. We will fix this by moving beyond single prompts, giving your agent the memory it desperately needs to build real, ongoing relationships. Think of explaining a complex project to a new team member every single morning. It is exhausting and slow. That's your agent's reality without memory. Every interaction is that first, awkward, ground zero introduction. We are going to move past this inefficient churn and give your agent the gift of recollection, transforming those disjointed chats into one, continuous, intelligent conversation. Stop accepting amnesia as standard. This isn't just a bad experience, it is a design failure that cripples true intelligence. Your agent should be getting smarter, not starting over. We are moving from these forgetful, one-off scripts to creating a persistent, learning entity. Let's build an assistant that remembers, learns, and actually builds a relationship with your user over time. Forget everything you think you know about AI memory. It is all wrong. So, if conversation memory is the bare minimum, what happens when your user closes the chat? Everything is gone. You are essentially resetting your agent's intelligence with every new session. That's not just inefficient, it is a massive limitation for building any truly useful, long-term assistant. But think about it, your user comes back tomorrow. What then? You are starting from absolute zero every single time, with zero continuity. That's a broken experience. Your agent becomes forgetful, failing to build any meaningful relationship or context with the people who actually use it. The immediate problem is obvious: a complete reset destroys all trust and momentum. A user's history is their entire relationship with your service. Wiping that slate clean isn't just a technical oversight, it is actively disrespecting their time and effort. You are forcing them to retread old ground, making every new conversation feel like talking to a stranger. So let's fix that relationship immediately. We implement short-term or conversation memory. This isn't just caching messages, it is about preserving intent and nuance. Your agent stays on topic, understands user references, and maintains logical flow. It turns a series of disconnected prompts into a coherent, productive dialogue that builds trust. Stop blaming your AI. The real problem is your memory system. So your agent can recall entire conversations, but does it know you? Can it remember that you are allergic to shellfish or that your project code is Athena? Without this, every chat feels like talking to a forgetful stranger. You need persistent, factual recall. That's long-term memory, storing core entities like user profiles and world state, making every interaction deeply personal. But a conversation isn't just a transcript. It is built on facts: your name, your preferences, critical project details. Long-term memory captures these core entities, storing them permanently. This transforms your agent from a generic assistant into a personalized partner. It remembers you. Every interaction builds on the last, creating a continuous, intelligent relationship. Now, this is where your agent's intelligence truly scales. We move beyond simple recall to structured knowledge. By extracting and storing entities' names, preferences, key facts in a dedicated database, we build a persistent knowledge graph. Your agent does not just remember the conversation, it understands and accumulates core truths about you and your work, becoming profoundly more capable with each interaction. Think a step further. You are not just storing text, you are crystallizing understanding. Each entity, a customer name, a project deadline, becomes a node in a living memory system. Your assistant connects these dots, forming insights from your unique context. It stops reacting and starts anticipating, building a working relationship that deepens and personalizes every single time you engage. Your AI forgets you because it lacks these three critical memory systems. Without any semantic memory, your AI lives in the present. It cannot connect past concepts or build upon your shared history. But a vector database changes everything. It turns scattered chat into searchable knowledge, letting your agent retrieve relevant context and truly understand you over time. This unlocks the deep, personalized intelligence you are missing. Think a simple chat log is enough. It is not. Your agent sees words, not meaning. A vector store captures the semantic intent behind every interaction. Now, when you ask a complex question, it instantly searches this landscape of ideas for the most relevant concepts, creating responses that feel genuinely continuous and intelligent. That's the breakthrough. Stop thinking in sentences, start thinking in meaning. Your agent's raw chat history is a dead library of words. Vector store memory brings it to life, turning every conversation into a searchable map of ideas. When you ask a new question, it does not just replay old answers, it retrieves the core concept, delivering true contextual intelligence. This is how you build agents that learn. So, your agent has a perfect, word-forward memory, but it is useless unless you ask the exact right thing. Ever felt that frustration? You know the answer is in there somewhere. Let's move beyond that dead end. We are going to build a memory that understands you, not just your keywords. Let's give it a brain that actually learns. Unlock AI memory that lasts, or risk starting over endlessly. How do your agents build knowledge over time, transforming from simple responders into true partners? That's the power of long-term memory. It archives key insights from every session, creating a permanent, searchable knowledge base that informs all future conversations. This is what gives your AI true depth and context, making each interaction more valuable than the last. Think of long-term memory as the biography your agent writes for each user, chapter by chapter. It does not just record what was said, it distills who this person is. Their preferences, their history, their truths become a permanent bedrock. This biography is the first thing your agent consults, ensuring every new conversation feels intimately familiar and deeply personal. But short-term memory is a blazing fast cache for the current interaction. It holds the immediate thread, the last few messages, the context of right now. This razor focus allows your agent to be stunningly relevant, but it's deliberately ephemeral. It exists for this session, then dissolves, because not every fleeting thought deserves to be etched in stone. And this is where you move from a simple chat to a real partnership. The long-term memory builds a persistent profile of user intent, while vector search finds deeply relevant, semantic connections from past chats. This intelligence layer works with the current session's context, giving your agent true depth and a history it can learn from. Tired of retraining your AI every day? You have been solving memory wrong. Open your project right now and implement short-term memory first. It is the fastest way to get your agent to maintain context within a single session. Using a pre-built library is not cheating, it is smart engineering that saves you weeks. Master this foundational layer before you even think about more complex long-term recall. Now, picture your agent as a detective. The short-term memory is their case notebook filled with today's leads. But for the vital clues, a user's core preferences, or a contract ID, you need a secure, permanent evidence locker. That's your long-term memory. Open your code and implement this key-value vault. It's how your agent builds trust by recalling what truly matters. So you have got their case notebook and evidence locker. But what about the cold cases? The unsolved patterns? Your detective needs a massive wall of connected evidence. That's your vector database. Implement semantic search now. It is how your agent suddenly makes brilliant connections between old conversations, unlocking true insight. But here's the masterstroke. Do not just test tomorrow. Test next week. Send that same, random follow-up question days later. The moment your agent pulls the correct case file from its long-term memory and connects it to a new vector search, that's the breakthrough. That's when you will know you have built a thinking machine.